everyone, welcome to another segment of Science with Kendall. Today we're going to be making a homemade bouncy ball. So if you want to take a look at the supplies we have today, we have some borax, we have some white glue, some food coloring, some cornstarch, a mixing bowl, some warm water. I've already heated it up so it's good to go, some measuring spoons as well as a mixing spoon. So a little bit of the science behind making a homemade bouncy ball. What's going to happen is we're going to mix the borax with the white glue. And what's going to happen is the borax is actually going to act as a cross-link, which essentially is like a chemical bond between atoms within a molecule of like a polymer or another like complex molecule. So it will essentially help it make it bouncy. And then we're going to add some cornstarch, and the cornstarch is actually going to help make it keep its round bouncy ball shape, the circular shape. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start mixing. What we're going to do is with 2 tablespoons of warm water, I've already heated it up, we're going to go ahead and take half a teaspoon of the borax borax. And then we're going to go ahead and put it in. And then we're just going to go ahead and stir it. You want to stir it until the borax actually dissolves into the water. Looks like it's just about dissolved. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and take 2 tablespoons of white glue. Here's one. And 2. And we're going to put that aside for a second. And then we're going to go ahead and take half a teaspoon of our borax solution with water. Go ahead and put it inside the glue. And then I have a half tablespoon, but you're going to need a tablespoon of cornstarch. So there's 1 scoop. So now we have a tablespoon of cornstarch in there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to let it sit for about 10 to 15 seconds. You're not going to touch it, stir it, anything. You're just going to let it do its thing. All right, so now that the 10 to 15 seconds is up, this is what our solution looks like at the moment. We're going to go ahead and start stirring it. If you want as well, we can also add in a couple of drops. We're going to use yellow of our food coloring. Just go ahead and mix it in there. So you want to stir this until you can't stir it anymore. Okay, so now it's pretty much getting to a point where I can't really stir it a whole lot. So now what we're going to do, the fun part, at least I think it's the fun part, we're going to get our hands dirty. And we're going to go ahead and just roll the bouncy ball in our hands. It's going to be super sticky at first, but by rubbing it in your hands, it's actually going to take the stickiness out, and eventually it will harden and not be as sticky. And if you're having a problem with the stickiness of it, you can always dip it back in the borax solution, and it will help take that away as well. Okay, so now you can see it's no longer sticking to my hand, and I do have a ball shape, and it's not as sticky. It doesn't feel as sticky. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to set it aside for a few minutes, and then when we come back, we'll have a bouncy ball. Okay, so we let it sit. So if you want to take a closer look, it's super smooth, not sticky at all. Now for the true test. So this table's not super great, but let's try it out on the wall. So as you can see, it does bounce. So I highly recommend doing it. It's a lot of fun. Some other ways that you can make it more personalized aside from color, while you're rolling out the ball, you can actually add some glitter into it. So you can make it a glitter bouncy ball. Or you can make a multicolored one, which I'll actually post the instructions for that at the end of the video. But as you can see, it's not sticky anymore and it does bounce. So give it a try. Let us know what you think. Until next time, stay safe and thank you for watching.